Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We're bringing you a dirty word. Non-age statements, our top 5. Let's test it. People are going to be like, I ain't watching that. Jackass.
Yeah, they're watching it. They're going to be like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell was that?
I needed to shock you.
Yeah,
you didn't know that was coming, did you?
No, and that was very
I know.
Annoying. Top 5 non-age statement scotches. Now, I can say mine are all single malts. Are yours? Well, I don't know what you got. You don't know what I have. Are yours single malts? You got any blends?
No blends.
Okay. So top 5 non-age statement single malt scotches. Good. And I'll start. I'm going to start. I'll go with my number 5.
Yes, you're number 5. I'm blowing some of the scent.
That's what's in my glass is my number 5.
Woo!
Number 5?
Number 5. You've kept your secret? I have no idea.
We did this one a while back. Deanston Virgin Oak.
That is a great choice. I looked at this. Unfortunately, it's great, but it was beaten out by what I will call smoke.
So anyway, to start with my number 5, a $30 bottle of Deanston Virgin Oak, non-age statement, 56.3%. It's delicious. The vanillas, the caramels, the Virgin Oak means there's been nothing else in this wood.
Let me have a sip, just a sip of it, because
bet.
you're right. This was on my list. If we'd done more than 5, this would have made it.
And you can see, I've been saving since we started talking about doing a non-age statement show. I've been saving this.
The nose on this is unbelievably good. It smells like sweet dough rising in your mother's kitchen, maybe even your grandmother's kitchen. Unbelievable! I need to get more of this.
That's what I knew when we did a non-age statement. This one would be in there. Really surprised by it. It's $30, maybe $35. You can't go wrong with it.
I currently believe, and I've seen the shift in the discussion, nobody cares anymore if it's NAS.
Well, I wouldn't know, but not
okay. Some people care. All right, and here's the dilemma I ran into. Limiting this down to 5 turned out to be very, very difficult because that could have been in had we gone longer. My 5 were like it was like a civil war of Marvel heroes battle on who was going to win. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the PEATEDs are strong in this house. This is the ARDBEG Corey Vreck.
You're looking right up that peated hole, aren't you?
Oh, right in the peat hole. That sounds dirty. All right. We got a glass hole and a peat hole. That's not what's in here. This is my number 1. This is the, I just had like a tongue twister. This is the ARDBEG Corey Vrecken. Tobacco. Brown sugar. I don't have all my notes here. This is good. It was on my list, then it moved, and then it moved, and then it moved, and then it landed here, and I almost feel like I've cheapened it at just 5. It's phenomenal. Corey Vrecken, ARDBEG. Earthy. Sweet.
I remember that being a very strong, because that one's cask strength. It's 57, 58%, 57.1%. There's a lot of people probably going to agree with you on this one. I go for one of your bottles here for my number 4.
Woo! Where are you going? Where are you going? Look at that! I did taste this as well.
This is a mashup of our 2 favorite genres of Scotch, peat and sherry. But no, a nice non-age statement. This is $70. A new addition from Highland Park. A great mix of both sherry and peat together. They did a splendid job of mixing the two. There's a lot of good, and like we said, a lot of good non-age statements out there. It was really hard to narrow it to 5.
This is a good call. I've got 2 of these on the shelf. There's 2.
So I know the U.S. release of this at that 45.9% is delicious.
It is. Get you some and get you back up. This is where the battle took place. Okay? This is the GLENLIVET, NADURRA. This, if you haven't seen the independent review that we did on it, go look at it. But this is the GLENLIVET that's put in it's simply put in a used cask that had peated whiskey in it. And I didn't think it was, I thought it was kitsch. I thought it was marketing. I thought, okay, they're trying to claim, peated whiskey cask finish. Come on, what is that? Then I tasted goodness, beautifulness. This is the one that was like in a battle with Corey Vrecken, because I would be like, oh, the Corey Vrecken's got this beautiful tobacco, and then I'd be like, my God, this is so peaty but different.
This is not a peated whiskey. This is a whiskey, a Scotch from GLENLIVET that was put into casks that previously held peated whiskeys.
Yes.
Surprisingly, though, that peat came across in what I would think would be a slight peat finish, more medium.
Yep.
But there's so much citrus and sweetness and stuff in there with it.
You just hit it.
To me, this is more balanced. This is finer. No, I don't want to look.
Move me up. I've got some different things in here that shock and surprise you. I've been in a peated aged guy.
And then
I was like, oh.
You were blown away.
I was like, oh. Yeah, it was like, What this is affordable greatness that brings you at
$70 range.
Yeah, $70, 61.5%, and it brings you the GLENLIVET with peat. And it doesn't feel like it's just got a peated cask finish.
My number 3, and I'm threes, plural, but
Okay, yeah.
GLENGOYNE cask strength.
Sure.
Now the plural here is we're seeing a variety. Macallan classic cut.
Right.
Glendronach cask strength. The ABIRLOUR ABUNADH. All of these are non-age statement, sherry, cask strength, bombs. They're delicious. This GLENGOYNE is $80. This GLENGOYNE, though, for the price point. The reason I chose this out of all those, which I'm grouping them in here together, but this one, when I opened it and cracked it, really surprised me. I mean, it really jumped. I was like, holy crap, this is good.
You've almost
yes, but I chose this one as the face.
This stood ahead of. This is
the leader.
So.
I think.
But then they stamped this one. Cask strength!
The
bitches!
GLENGOYNE, cask strength, sherry bombs, non-age statements. Try them.
Right.
If you're not, you're missing out.
The ABIRLOUR ABUNADH.
Set that one back up there.
Well, I think we should put that back up, right? Just slightly in front.
We just did it with a malted man case.
Yep. Yes. And you'd poured some for me, and it is beautiful. It opens up. It's warming, coating, comforting level of sherry refinedness is, to me, really a cut above the others. And it lands solidly at my number 3 later.
You know what respect is?
Show me the respect, baby.
My number 2.
Bam! Wow!
LAPILROAIG Lore.
This was also in my panel of trying. Good call.
Oh, I knew you'd be down with this one.
Yeah, I'm down, baby.
Heavily peated. Sherry influence. It's been in a sherry cask for a short spell. It came through. It's a non-age statement. $120. So we're seeing that ramp up.
Well, this is what the magic of these NASs are. I had been warned away from this, and then you got it. Thank you. And you were like, disregard what you were told.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a LAPILROAIG lover.
48% ABV on the Lore. $120. Well worth it.
Definitely.
Peat and deep in there. You got to search for it. No, you don't even have to search for it, but just deep underneath that peat is those sherry notes.
There is.
That sherry, dark sherry sweetness coming out. Not anymore. That's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been gone for a long time.
And the Oogie stood head and shoulders above the Corey Vrecken. And I like the Oogie better, and it is my number 2.
So it doesn't say Corey Vrecken, it says
what ARDBEG
Oogie
is doing with their NASs is phenomenal. These are not subtle.
No.
These are Thor Hammerish. bam, they're clubbing you. And I love it. I said, like, thank you, Scott, out loud, like 5 times.
High end, $200+ bottle. This was my Christmas bottle a couple years ago. The DALMORE King Alexander III.
Wow.
And there's still just a little bit left of it. One of these days,
Ooh, that's a good amount. That's a good amount.
Kill that thing off.
Because there's no glass hole.
Non-age statement from DALMORE, $200 plus. Whiskey's matured in ex-bourbon casks. Methuselah Oloroso sherry wood.
Sounds Medusa-ish.
Madeira barrels.
Right.
Marsala casks.
Like the Masala.
Port pipes. And Cabernet Sauvignon. The DALMORE King Alexander, when I first had it, it was a Christmas bottle. It was Christmas Day. We were cooking. Everybody's running around. I opened it and I thought,
Your house is great on Christmas.
I wasted my money.
Oh, really?
A couple weeks later, sitting around, nighttime, everybody was in bed. I was like, it's time to go back to the King Alexander. In the silence, where I was able to focus on the whiskey,
Good point.
is where it shined.
Dogs.
But no, I sat down and those different caskings, I mean, you're able to pick up so many notes, so many layers to it. It's just, it's delicious.
I've been sipping on this. This is the ARDBEG Dark Cove Committee release. The committee release is a higher ABV at 55%. It's the peated goodness that I love, but it does these multiple transitions, and I get tobacco, and I get the tobacco pipe smoke. I get so many warm and cuddly and lovely flavors in here. And it was an expensive bottle. It was harder to find bottle. And I had to have it. I mean, it's just unbelievable. If there was a fire in my house and the kids were safe, I would have a couple board games in this hand, and this and its sister bottles of the non-committee release and the unopened committee release would be in my other.
I think my 5 were pretty good picks. You had 5 good picks. There's a lot. That's just to show you. There's a lot of non-age statement whiskeys out there that are phenomenal.
I think that's where our show brings value to the watcher, to the viewer. Unbelievable goodness out there in the NAS world. And they're making their money off of it. And tells you all you really need to know. Are you ready to wrap?
Let's wrap.
I could talk.
I know.
Scotch it! You NAS Scotch gods!
So on ya, NAS dummies.
Dummies.